designer Sergei Korolyov, and signed books and other artifacts in the museum. Again, all part of the pomp and circumstance surrounding a Soyuz launch. Now the crew sits atop their Soyuz rocket on the same pad from which Yuri Gagarin was launched almost 48 years ago to become the first human in space, the same pad where Korolyov bid Gagarin farewell for his ride into history. We're just north of the town known as Tiratom that served as a railway junction for the shipment of Russian ballistic missiles to this once secret launch and test center during the Cold War. Today, the launch of the next residence of the International Space Station is being viewed by officials from NASA, the Russian Federal Space Agency, and the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, whose astronaut Koichi Wakata is now in his 12th day in space, awaiting the arrival of his new crewmates, Padalka and Barrett. NASA is represented here today by Bill Gerstenmaier, the acting administrator for space operations out of NASA headquarters. After launch, the Soyuz spacecraft's climb to orbit will be monitored by a series of tracking stations in the Central Asian region, stretching from here in Baikonur all the way east of Vladivostok, Russia, located about 100 kilometers from the Chinese border. Once on orbit, the Soyuz will deploy its solar arrays and navigational antennas, and control of its two-day flight will be transferred to the Russian Mission Control Center outside Moscow. So with that, we watch the Soyuz from our viewing site about a mile away as the Soyuz awaits its launch command. From our remote location here at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, a half a world away, we send it back to you at Mission Control in Houston.
And we're back here in Mission Control, just 40 minutes to the Soyuz launch today. The crew awakened just before 10:20 p.m. yesterday evening Central Time, or about 8.5 hours prior to the launch. Crew members then participated in final, traditional, and required pre-launch activities.
We're ready with the payroll. Stand by.
Before departing the crew quarters, a long-standing tradition of autographing the doorway from the crew quarters before they exit and head toward the suit-up building.